Oh, I mean, at first you'll let me know when you have started. Thank you very much. In the name of the Almighty God, the most gracious and most merciful, I send peace and blessings to everyone. I would like to thank everyone for being here today because there are so many places where I could be right now, but to endlessly sacrifice your precious time, that is something I, Arafat, as an individual and other leaders in the Utrading, artificial intelligence robots, and the cryptocurrency space that we really cherish and appreciate so much. So tonight, we are going to be having the episode 21 of the ultimate Utrading technical session and pro settings, and it is being recorded by Mr. Boga. And the episode 20, which is the previous episode, was recorded by Mr. Joshua. So if we talk about episode 21, we mean that we have been having episodes from episode 1. And we said the reason why we have these technical sessions is to ensure that we get hands-on, we get the skills practically. How can we profitably trade the cryptocurrency market in a smarter, profitable way while using the Utrading artificial intelligence trading robot? So in our previous episode, we have been looking more about the different kinds of cryptocurrencies. We have been looking at the different categories of cryptocurrencies. And recently or previously, we looked at, in the episode 20, we looked at the fund tokens and the monitoring. But mainly, we looked at the monitoring. So in episode 21, as we are finishing, today we are summarizing these markets, the different types of cryptocurrencies that one can trade in Utrading. And we said, and I'm going to repeat, the reason why we are looking at these categories, it's because we want you to make a selection or a choice of a crypto category after understanding its pros and cons. If you are going to trade Bitcoin, what are the advantages of trading Bitcoin? What are the disadvantages of trading Bitcoin? If you are going to trade a meme coin like Pepe, what are the advantages of trading a meme coin? What are the disadvantages of trading a meme coin? That is the reason why we are looking at these different crypto categories that we have within the Utrading artificial intelligence robot. Like how we see right now, the market is down. Bitcoin has gone down by negative 4%. If you come on all currencies we have here on the Utrading platform, you are going to see there is a currency which has moved down today by negative 37. So it means that if you're trading that coin called SYND, the top coin you see on my screen, that means that your account would have accumulated high floating loss, or you would be in a big loss on your account because you traded a coin which falls under the last category in Utrading, because in Utrading we have class A cryptocurrencies, class B cryptocurrencies, class C cryptocurrencies, and lastly class D. It means these class D coins are highly volatile. If it moves in your favor, well and good. If it moves against your set trade direction, you are in great danger. Meaning, for someone who set a short position in Forex, it is known as a sell order. In crypto, it is a short position. So someone who said SYND will depreciate in value, that person surely is very happy. Because assuming a trader was using $1,000 and this coin has made 37%, this trader would have made $370 as we talk of right now. But if it went against that trader, maybe the trader said SYND is going to appreciate in value and it has depreciated. What would be the balance, or what would be the condition of the trader. This would be the condition. It means the trader would be having negative 370 in floating loss. In floating loss. So floating loss is not a permanent loss unless you decide to exit the trade manually. But for Forex traders, they always use stop losses. Imagine you had set your stop loss at this point. It means you would have lost $370. Your portfolio would just be having $630. That is what you would be left with as we talk right now. Imagine, just for a day. So it means if you find yourself trading these highly volatile coins and you are not well conversant with the markets, 3 trades are enough to liquidate you. 3 trades are enough to liquidate you or to make you blow up your entire trading capital and account. Because if you lose $370 3 times, this is $1,110 lost. If you have been having $1,000, you would no longer have trading capital. But assuming someone is only trading Bitcoin, this Bitcoin, and it has just moved by negative 4%, it means if Bitcoin has gone against that trader, the trader said Bitcoin will go up and Bitcoin has gone down. It means if it went against that trader, the trader would have lost $40. So $1,000 times 40, the trader would still have $960. It means this trader would still be safe because the impact of Bitcoin is not that much compared to the highly volatile cryptocurrencies. Because what is great? Remaining with $960 in case the market goes against you, or to remain with $670 if the market goes against you. What is the best solution? What is the best choice for you to make? The answer is very clear. So if you are someone who prefers safety of your capital, all these things are being explained in our different episodes because we have in details explained all these crypto categories. So you need to make sure if you're trading the highly volatile, you are aware. If it moves in your favor, well and good, you are really going to hit a jackpot. But if it moves against you, my dear friend, bad news for you, your account can be blown up or your account can be liquidated. That was very important to talk about. So we are going to proceed with another crypto category. We are only left with 2. We are going to look at the US equities. What are the US equities crypto categories? If you are going to trade the US equities, what things should you have in your mind? What should you consider? What are the risks? What are the advantages of trading the US equities? Then, lastly, we shall talk about the commodities. We are going to understand what are the crypto projects, or what are the cryptocurrencies that fall under the commodities crypto category. So we said in our session, we use or we leverage on ChatGPT and Google to ensure that we get the best definitions and explanations of these crypto categories. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT. We say ChatGPT is the best if you are looking for brief explanations that can easily be understood in layman's language. Google is good if you are looking for examples and broad explanations. So I said the way how you ask questions matters. That's why we can ask the same question and get different answers or responses. So kindly explain the US equities. Kindly explain the US equities. Kindly explain the cryptocurrencies that are found under the US equities crypto category. So this is the right way on how you should be asking the question so that you get well explained answers. So, and we said we need to make sure that we relate this. The same question that you have asked on ChatGPT, go to Google and ask the same question. Why? Because we need to make sure that these explanations match. That is very important. You need to make sure that these explanations are similar. So let me use this Google Chrome. Use Google Chrome. Ask this question. So after asking, simply let us go back to ChatGPT so that we get these explanations. But even if something is given to us, but it is not right, I will be able to identify that. That is why we don't only tell you that make the research by yourself. We also come through these sessions so that we guide you and we help you to filter out what is right, what is wrong. It's like a teacher. You can give an assignment, but definitely you need to be there to guide, because an answer can be given and people think that it is right, yet it's wrong. So now, what is ChatGPT explaining to us regarding the cryptocurrencies that are found under the US equities crypto category? So ChatGPT is saying the US means United States. So they're talking about the United States. So they're telling us that the US equities or the United States equities crypto category generally means mainly refers to blockchain projects. We said blockchain projects are crypto projects because any authentic cryptocurrency is built on a blockchain. Cryptocurrencies cannot exist without the presence of blockchain. It is like you can say a human being cannot exist without the presence of the heart pumping blood. So the US equities crypto category generally or mainly refers to crypto projects or blockchain projects and tokenized assets that are connected to traditional United States stock markets, equities, investing and financial infrastructure. So these US equities, we have seen that there are crypto projects that are connected. They have a connection to the traditional United States stock markets, equities, investing, and financial infrastructure. And I've said some cryptocurrencies and projects that are often associated with this category include. They've told us that in the first position we have Ondo, ONDO Finance. And they've said that this focuses on tokenizing real-world assets such as the United States Treasuries and other financial products. Then it also bridges traditional finance. Bridging means connecting. It connects traditional finance, something that is outdated, that is no longer used mainly, traditional finance, and decentralized finance. So decentralized finance simply means cryptocurrencies. It's decentralized finance because it is not controlled by the bank or government. So traditional finance, that is where you find the banks. So they've given us the second example. It's called Chainlink, abbreviated as LINK. This provides data feeds that allow blockchain applications to access the stock market and financial market data. So important for tokenized equities and financial products. They've given us very many examples, and also Utrading itself, it is giving you the same examples here as I told you. Utrading, when it lists a crypto category, US equities, you see, you're seeing here the Tesla, TSLA, you're seeing everything, you're seeing Google, because they've told you these connect blockchain projects to traditional US equities. They've given us like the stocks. So within the stocks, this is where you'll find the Meta that you're seeing here, the Tesla, the Google, the Dell companies for the computers. So everything will be found within. You're seeing NSTR, the MicroStrategy. All these are found within the US equities. So the examples that have also given us other crypto projects here, but let us go to something else. So now this is something very important. Why does this category exist? Why does the US equities, why do they exist among the crypto categories? So they're telling us that the US equities or the US equity crypto category represents the growing trend of, it represents a growing trend. So something that is trending means something that is really being adopted massively. And remember, when something is being adopted massively, then obviously people, the companies will come in, or individuals will come in to make sure that something that is trending, or something that people are adopting, that it is very easy for them to access it. So they'll always want to bring in that convenience and ease. So this is what they're trying to mean by a growing trend. Whenever something is trending, ease and convenience will come. It is like when it is a great example, it's for the email when it came in, because we knew Arafat, I'm in Uganda, then I have a friend who's in America, but using the post office, our communication is being delayed. It takes months for Arafat to deliver or to have a conversation with a friend outside Uganda, for example, in America. But with the email, when it came in, the WhatsApp, the Facebook, it eased, because there was a growing trend whereby humans, mankind, needed to have quick conversations, fast conversations within a blink of an eye. That is why right now, Arafat in Uganda, I can communicate to any individual globally in seconds, and the same thing applies on your side. So now they're giving us the reasons and the growing trends which brought the existence of the US equities. So they've said tokenized stocks. Stocks are tokenized in crypto form. That is why you have seen, you can go on the stock market and buy the Tesla shares. But also this side, you see here under the US equities, we also have Tesla. Meaning that now it's very easy for also crypto traders to engage in the stock market. Because even now Binance is providing this. You can buy and sell stocks on Binance. But previously, we couldn't do this. It was like a separation. If you say that you're a stock trader, you had to go on a different path. If I am a crypto trader, I had to come on a different path. If someone said that is a forex trader, that person had to go on a different path. But now we are seeing a combination that if you're a crypto trader, you can also trade gold, you can also trade silver, and we are also seeing that also a crypto trader can trade the stocks like the Tesla, Google, and very many others on crypto platforms, which is something very amazing, because they know the crypto industry is an emerging industry where people transact billions and billions of dollars every day. So they've told us also real world asset tokenization. We have seen this. Recently, I gave an example. we have countries. I gave an example of an African country, Rwanda. We are seeing land titles are being kept on blockchain. So this tokenization of something, someone having a physical possession and someone wants to have it in a safer way via the blockchain, because we no longer really trust our systems. Some governments really, especially I personally, I know this especially in African countries, you find out that Arafat, you can say, I have 10 acres of land today, but you come the next month when someone also is claiming to have the same land, the land that you bought, someone comes out also with the documents claiming that the land is his or has, having those wrangles. So simply with this blockchain, things are made very clear because the blockchain can't be corrupted. If we say Arafat has 10 acres of land in this area, it can't be changed. But these things whereby someone documents can be changed every now and then really are putting us at high risk. So they're telling us blockchain-based securities. Then DeFi means decentralized finance. DeFi products linked to traditional financial markets. Then infrastructure connecting crypto with stock market data. So they've given us the benefits of the US equities. They've told us faster settlement of financial transactions. So this generally occurs in cryptocurrencies. Even you can talk about Bitcoin. The reason why very many people are interested and adopting cryptocurrencies at a higher rate. This is very important. Faster settlement of financial transactions. You don't need to have delays in transacting money either locally or internationally, because people always find issues mainly when they want to transact large volumes of money. You can say $10,000 and above. There are some institutions where you have limits on how much you can transact. You can't transact $10,000 a day. You can't transact $100,000 a day. You have to explain where the money is coming from. How do you call the person? They ask you, do you not want to overthrow the government? What are you going to use the money for? So those delays, the high transaction charges during those transactions. So, but when people know that I can easily send someone Bitcoin that is worth $1 million, that is saying simply meaning that you can transact $1 million when it's in crypto form in seconds, without needing approval from anyone, without having any delays in your transaction. And this transaction can be done globally at the least charges or even no charges. So with such a great advantage in the cryptocurrency, no wonder they've told you the first benefit is faster settlement of financial transactions. And we are seeing the second benefit is global access to investment opportunities. This is what I've been explaining. You no longer need to leave crypto platforms to engage in forex trading. You no longer need to leave crypto platforms like Binance to buy the Tesla shares, to buy Google shares, to buy the Apple shares, because crypto platforms have made this easy for us that we can buy and sell the stocks very easily. So now, increased transparency through blockchain. Since blockchain, I said, it can't be corrupted. Everything is made transparent. And I believe all of us in this world, we need transparency. Like I gave an example. I do not want to buy my land 1 month from now, 1 month, maybe today. But then later, 1 month from now, someone claims that the land is his or hers, and I lose my land. I prefer that if I'm having my Binance account, I bought my Tesla shares. If I bought 100 shares, even if 10 years from now, whatever period of time, I will find my shares intact, which is very vital. And something small about the investment opportunities, the global access, you can find out that there is a good company share that you want to engage in. Because we have been seeing these crypto traders. Maybe you want to buy the Tesla shares, you see it's at a great price, it can still be bought. You see the future of the company and the future of stock is very bright, but when you can't buy. So the access that they're talking about to investment opportunities that can really change our lives are here, and they've been made very easy for us to engage in. Then we are seeing potential for fractional ownership of assets. Potential for fractional ownership. What do they mean? What they mean is here. For example, we see the Tesla, which is abbreviated as TSLA. Each Tesla share or stock right now is worth 377. But as we know in cryptocurrency, you don't need to have $10,000 to buy Bitcoin. Even with $1, you can buy Bitcoin and you get a fraction of Bitcoin. So this is what they mean also here. You can engage in these US equities. You don't need to have $377 to buy the Tesla stocks. With your $5, with your $10, with your $50, you can buy the Tesla stocks or the Tesla shares. And great enough, this can be done on Binance right now for your information. So to show you this example in crypto about this benefit, potential for fractional ownership is here. Let me come to my coin market cap. For example, I show you something small. We see right now each Bitcoin is worth $59,625 right now. But assuming someone says on this call, Arafat, I only have $5. I have great news for you. You can buy and own Bitcoin and you have fractional ownership, which they're explaining. Because with $5 right now, you can be able to get 0.00008 Bitcoin. If you have $50 right now, you can get 0.0008 Bitcoin. If you have $500, you can get 0.008. If you have $5,000, you can get 0.08 Bitcoin. This is what they mean by the fractional ownership. Even if you do not have the 59,000 currently to purchase a full Bitcoin, because a full Bitcoin costs $59,000. But even if you do not have that money, you can get you can get 0.1 Bitcoin at $5,900. Or you can get 0.01 Bitcoin at $596. This is what they mean by the fractional ownership, and this can also be done within the US equities, where we see the stocks like the Tesla, Google, Dell, and very many others. Then they're telling us the risks. We have regulatory uncertainty. Here, this mainly comes in for an equity or for a stock that is really not backed up enough. This factor, we see it in cryptocurrencies, and I've been explaining it on various occasions. What do they mean by regulatory uncertainty? Mainly, you'll find out that if a project is not backed up by a strong developing team, if it is not backed up by having a clear roadmap, another reason is going to be if it is not backed up by investors, but the investors won't invest in something that does not have a clear roadmap and something that won't bring them glory. That is why you see, for example, if Elon Musk comes and says, you're going to have this company, very many investors will trust him because they know his potential. He's good at building and making companies worth billions of dollars. So it means he can be trusted. But we have very many crypto projects, and this is the reason why very many people are losing money in crypto. They invest in emerging crypto projects, which is not bad, as I said last time, because it can really make you a fortune if you invest in the right one. But most of them right now lack the vision for long term. So mainly, this is what they mean by the regulatory uncertainty. Then dependence on traditional financial markets. They over-depend on the traditional financial markets. What happens in the traditional financial markets can easily also affect these US equities. Then smart contract risks. Also, these risks are mainly found in these emerging projects that are not stable. Then liquidity concerns for some tokenized assets. Also, this is a factor for emerging or the upcoming crypto projects or the equities. Because liquidity means how fast can you enter and exit. It means how fast can you buy and sell the Tesla shares. There are cryptocurrencies where the liquidity is not very good. For you to exit, it's not easy. Most of you have invested in them. For you investing your money, it's easy. But withdrawing becomes a tug of war. You have to wait every Monday. You have to wait after 72 hours. You have to wait after a week. People, you are experiencing this. So that is a big red flag for anything that has a bright future. That is why if you have Bitcoin, you can't tell me that Arafat, I want to sell my Bitcoin and it has refused to be sold. You can't tell me that I want to sell my Ethereum and I failed to sell. It will never happen. You can't say that I have my money, I want to buy Bitcoin and it has failed to be bought. That won't happen. And if it happens, it can also be a factor of the crypto platform you're using, because very many crypto platforms really also are not well authentic. They limit people on how they transact. That is why I always encourage everyone to use Binance. Use the best. Use the best to avoid such issues. It's like you being in a company or owning a company or having a company. Maybe you're the big investor there. A company is worth $1 million. If you tell them that you're going to withdraw $500,000 from their company, you are going to sell your shares, most of the times they won't allow you. Issues will arise because they know when you go out, it can be a big blow to them. So make sure use platforms, exchanges like Binance, which is the best. Even if you withdraw $1 million from Binance, you're not going to affect it in any way. But there are some crypto exchanges, if you withdraw such a volume, it causes panic to them. They can panic, freezing the account. Such things can happen on crypto exchanges that are not well established. Because personally, I've seen that. Me as a person and from other individuals. So make sure always you deal with the best. It is very important. It will save you a lot of time and your money. Then the last crypto category is known as commodities. And guess what? Among the commodities, you see XAU. XAU stands for gold, for your information. XAU stands for gold. Now let us see. XAG. Just use Google. These things, even if you don't know them, just go to Google and search. XAG stands for silver. So XAU is gold. XAG stands for silver. Then XAUT. XAUT. This is tether gold. It's like saying USDT. USD. USD means United States dollar, but the T at the end, tether, that is in crypto form. So we also have what we call the tether gold, as you're seeing it. And the price does not differ. If you look at XAU at the top and XAUT, the third one, you see there is no big difference. Mainly this XAU is against the dollar. But here we're seeing tether gold against the USDT. So you see XAU, the real gold is at 3,988. Then the tether gold is at 3,978. A difference of just $9 to $10. That is no big difference. Then we are seeing CL. Come here and just search CL. CL. Oh. CL and commodities. OCL, they were bringing Champions League. Now we are seeing CL. Standard crude oil. Standard crude oil futures. CL. Then we are seeing PAXG. PAXG. Make sure you search out these like me so that you understand what they mean. PAXG. PAXG. PAXG represents physical gold. Physical gold. I'm teaching you this so that you understand. Next time when you see them, and are you seeing PAXG, which is the physical gold? Are you looking at the price? Also, the difference does not exceed $10. So we said XAU stands for gold, XAG stands for silver, XAUT stands for tether gold, CL standard crude oil futures, then PAXG stands for physical gold. Then lastly, BZ in trading. Make sure you understand these, they're very important. So BZ, let me see. Can we get it in a mom? BZ. Okay. The BZ group contains stocks. I think this is not what we want. Let me see. It's what we want. It's okay. So the BZ group contains stocks that fail to comply with SEBI's listing obligations and disclosure requirements. So you can read more about this, the BZ, but we are not here to explain more about these stocks. We just wanted to understand their meaning. So, but Google has full details about this. But I would encourage everyone, if you are to deal with these commodities, deal with gold because it is the best and it has good liquidity. Deal with gold, XAU or XAUT, which is the tether gold, or PAXG, which is the physical gold. So this falls under the commodities. So let us get ChatGPT's explanation about these commodities. How best can we understand them? The risks, explain the. So let me search this commodities and explain the. We'll explain the projects that are found under the commodities. Let me see if they'll bring. Okay, they brought it in the right way. So kindly explain the projects that are found under the commodities crypto category. So they're telling us that the commodities crypto category that Utrading is displaying, which is our final crypto category, they're telling us that it includes blockchain projects that are linked to physical commodities such as gold, silver, oil, agricultural products, and other real-world assets. And the example that they've given us, it is very clear. We have seen XAU stands for gold. XAUT, the tether gold. We have seen CL standing for the crude oil. We have seen PAXG, meaning the physical gold, meaning that this explanation by ChatGPT matches the examples that Utrading has given us, meaning it is the right explanation. So they're telling us that these projects aim to bring commodity ownership, trading, and settlement on blockchain. The reason why they're settled on blockchain, or they want to deal with blockchain, because it cannot be corrupted. As I told, everything is transparent. Let me give an example. If I work in the government can tell me, Arafat, we have 100 pieces of gold. Take them to Mr. Buga. And I can reach to give Mr. Buga, I give him 90 pieces of gold and I remain with 10. And I can fake anything. I can say, oh, I was attacked, I was beaten, I lost the 10 pieces of gold. Yet I have the gold. And in most cases, they can fail to track. But if the government says, Arafat, send Mr. Buga 100 pieces of gold via the blockchain, it means I won't be sending it physically, but we have the digital gold, as we have seen, the digital one. It means, or for example, we can say roughly, if we can say each gold is at $4,000, then we shall say if Mr. Buga is going to receive 100 pieces of gold times 4,000, it means Arafat, we can decide that let us send 400,000 to Mr. Buga. Then when Mr. Buga gets the money, he himself can buy the gold, so that to ensure that he gets the 100 pieces intact. Because if Arafat, I physically deliver, anything can happen. A piece can miss. So to make sure that there is transparency whereby everything can be seen clearly. That is why very many governments want to introduce blockchain within their systems. And that will help to curb or to reduce corruption. Because if they tell you have to transfer $1 million to Arafat, that is the money. You want to bribe, because we see this in very many countries. For example, I'm supposed to give Mr. Buga $1 million. But because I work for the government, I'll tell him, Mr. Buga, I've just given you $900,000. This is the money we have. We don't have money. Take this, if you don't take, leave. And you'll find out that you'll take the money. And I'll have stayed with something. And another thing, if something is for $100 and it is paid by the blockchain, it will be transparent. It means I won't be paying extra. Why should be something over $100? Why should I pay $200? But because maybe the owner of the business is not there, I found someone, maybe the worker, the person tell me, $200, Arafat. If you don't have the money, walk away. And I'll end up paying the $200. But if everything is via the blockchain, it is transparent. It is like saying that this is the greatest example. It is like saying that, let me get it here. Let me show you a great example. It is like saying that if you meet Arafat today, or if you are interacting with someone, for example, today, and someone tells you that, Arafat, I want to buy one Bitcoin. One Bitcoin right now is worth $59,000. Let us take $59,000 roughly. So, meaning, I won't tell someone that each Bitcoin is $100,000 so that I remain with a balance. What is being displayed, it is the right thing. This is the same thing. Just imagine when someone says, I want to buy Bitcoin, you check your Google, you see Bitcoin is worth $59,000 right now. It means Arafat won't convince you that Bitcoin is at $70,000. Arafat won't convince you that Bitcoin is at $100,000. Arafat won't tell you that Bitcoin is at $200,000. If you don't have it, you won't buy it. It will save us because you'll be getting something at its actual original price. This is what they're trying to mean by the settlement onto the blockchain. So they've given us examples which we have looked at. Let us see some of the major projects commonly associated with this category. So let us go through some of them. We are seeing PAX gold. This is the PAXG. So the PAX gold, abbreviated as PAXG, each token is backed by 1 fine troy ounce of physical gold. Gold is stored in professional vaults, allows investors to gain exposure to gold without physically holding it. It allows investors to gain exposure to gold without physically holding it. Then we are seeing the tether gold, which we talked about, the XAUT. This represents ownership of physical gold reserves. Presents ownership of physical gold reserves. Whenever you see XAUT, the price that is being displayed is the price of gold in the physical gold reserves. Whenever you see PXD price, that represents the price of gold in the professional vaults. So the tether gold or the XAUT enables trading and transferring gold on blockchain networks. Then we have the Meld gold, the Comte gold, we have VNX gold, and very many others. So now this is something very important. What are these projects trying to solve? It is very important. It's like someone saying, why crypto? Why crypto in all businesses? Why was it introduced? And we can give you very many reasons as we always give them. So here, why or what are these projects trying to solve? These are the answers. Easier access to commodity investments. You don't need to deal with gold physically to engage in it, because physical engagement with gold, very many people have lost their lives. So it means there is convenience on how you can access and deal with commodity investments like gold. Then fractional ownership of expensive assets such as gold. What do they mean? You don't need to have roughly $4,000 to buy gold. We have seen this example, Bitcoin. With your $100, you can own a fraction of gold. So they're telling us that faster transfers compared to traditional commodity markets. I gave this example. If I'm trying to transfer 100 pieces of gold to Mr. Buka, even me myself, I'm at a risk because gold is bulky. Someone can say, what is Arafat carry? What are those heavy things? It is risky. But if we can make these transactions via the blockchain, the better. Then we have greater transparency through blockchain records. I've been explaining this. There won't be any corruption. Someone trying to do funny things. You're trying to reap benefits. You're trying to scam anyone on blockchain, no, my dear friend. If there should be 100 pieces of gold, there should be 100. Failure to do so, blockchain will report you that you never delivered. Then the 24/7 trading availability. There's some hours where you won't deal in gold at night. But with your blockchain, other comfort, Arafat in Uganda. Some of you are living in countries, maybe, which don't have gold mines. But with this amazing opportunity of the crypto exchanges, you can engage in the gold activities. Then potential advantages: protection against inflation through exposure to commodities like gold. We all know that whenever investors are fearful, they invest in these commodities like gold. Then we have easier storage and transfer than physical commodities. Easier storage and transfer. Imagine you have 100 pieces of gold. Can you feel safe to put them in your home? If someone knows, anything can happen. But if it's on blockchain, it's on a smart contract. It's like many of you have millions of dollars in crypto, but even your government doesn't know, your bank doesn't know. People who see you don't know, and you're living safely. You're living happily. No one even can think about it. But just imagine, if your money is in the bank, people see you every time. You can withdraw in your home. When someone is in a need, let me enter my house and I get you some money. You are at a risk. Then we have lower barriers to entry through fractional ownership. You'll find out that if one piece of gold, which is physical, I'm giving an example, is worth $4,000, you can't go and say, I have $100, please cut for me a piece. It is very hard. But here you can get fractional ownership via the blockchain. So we have ability to use some tokenized commodities with the DeFi ecosystems. Amazing. Then the risks to consider, which is very important: custody risk. The issuer must actually hold the underlying commodity. The issuer must actually hold the underlying commodity. It means you should really be having the gold. So regulatory changes affecting tokenized assets, very many things can change. Because remember, governments introducing the laws, very many things, especially these things like gold, because that is why very many people fear dealing with gold. It's quite risky. So you should have that in mind. Then reliance on third-party audits and reserve verification. Gold is not like Bitcoin, that you can have 100 Bitcoin. Maybe you can have $1 million in Bitcoin and no one will audit you or the verification. But this side in gold, auditing is being done. They need to know the gold holders, people who have the gold. So you need to be prepared for that. Then commodity price volatility. We know volatility moving up and down, but as I say, that is where business is. Because for example, if you buy gold at $4,000 and you know next week you can sell it at $4,200, so in good business. That is something amazing. So this is what they mean by the volatility. It's not something bad that should be worried about. So let me see. They're telling us that for investors monitoring crypto narratives, the commodities category is closely related to the broader trend of real world assets. So real world assets, no wonder they're talking about gold, silver, the crude oil, and very many others. So, and they're telling us that many analysts view the real world assets as one of the fastest growing sectors in the cryptocurrency industry. So all these crypto categories, all these that we have explained straight away from episode 1 until episode 21 of the ultimate Utrading technical session, all these are tradable on the Utrading platform. You can trade them. So in our next episode, which will be episode 22 of the ultimate Utrading technical session, and that session will be recorded by Mr. Joshua, and it will be 1st July. That is when we shall have the episode 22nd. The 22nd episode, or episode 22 of the ultimate Utrading technical session. We shall be looking at the different trading strategies in depth. We shall look at the automated trading, sync trading, signal trading, manual trading. If you are to trade them, what should you know? What are the advantages and the disadvantages of the trading strategy? When does this trading strategy work? What is the best time for it? And when shouldn't you apply it? All those things we are going to understand them starting from episode 22 of the Ultimate Utrading Technical Session on 1st of July this very year. So then we shall proceed through these trading strategies. We look at them, and definitely we shall go on to dig more until we fully cover the Utrading application. Because these technical sessions are to ensure that every Utrading feature is well explained, that even if someone later comes on, the person can follow right away from episode 1 until the very last episode, where everything will be clear, and that will be very easy for anyone to engage with the right knowledge and guidance, and surely people will have saved themselves a lot from making some of the mistakes some of us have made, meaning that everything will be very, very, very better for them compared to us. So you have been a great audience. Thank you very much. I would like to appreciate the people that have been with us via the TikTok live. Thank you very much for the liking, for the sharing. Really, I appreciate everyone so much. Do not forget that this Saturday, we are having the introduction to cryptocurrencies and the Utrading artificial intelligence robot as usual. So if you have anyone that is interested in learning more about the cryptocurrency space, the risks, the opportunities, make sure you invite them to our Saturday presentation, which will happen on 27th of this very month. Make sure you let them know about that presentation, and it happens every Saturdays 9 p.m. East African time, just like how these technical sessions happen every Wednesdays 9 p.m. East African time. So thank you very much, everyone. I would like to recognize your presence. I'm seeing Mr. Abdul Karim Said. We are always here with him. Mr. Boga Boniface and Mr. Joshua Kaketo, who always ensure that our sessions are recorded. Thank you very much. Madam Grace, Mr. David, Mr. Ivan, Madam Mariam, Mr. Sadiq, and Mr. Abdallah. They're also very active members who are always here with us. Hopefully everyone is getting value. So for the interest of questions, kindly make sure you ask the questions on our Utrading platforms. Those that have my WhatsApp number, kindly reach out to me for any queries that you have, because surely every question has an answer. So for the interest of time, allow me to end here tonight, because it's already past time, but we can have our conversations and interactions in our inbox. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Boga, for the recording tonight. And it will be uploaded to our YouTube channel of Ssebadduka Arafat and all other Utrading platforms. It will be uploaded as soon as we get it. So thank you very much, everyone. May the Almighty God ease and bless everything for every one of us. Have a great night. Bye-bye.